State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Kenny Golladay.
Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Is good.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Urban.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. On a screen, this is Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 36, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Evans, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. (7-7) our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to get him running right. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
That field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 49-yard line.
On first down, Evans. And he stopped immediately there.
Evans.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a run with Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up second down.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The ball carrier.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Lions 21, Titans 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They go Elliott again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The ball carrier.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lions first down.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Kenny Galladay.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
7. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That catch good for only a couple.
22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Lions add on to their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
It's
big time.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Here's Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. And a first down carry by Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 31, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Elliott, and he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
And inches.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run forward on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Titans 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Three down. Watch twins. Hurry. Motion.
Tannehill now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Elliott on first down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaun able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, get set.
Out of the gun, Stafford finds his tight end Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The Lions on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8, and the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Elliott, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it with Elliott, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Able to slither by. Elliott a first down and more. And finally, wrestled down at the 11.
Today's final
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Lions, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.